We have George McLaren, our IT officer in Newcastle. Would you like to give a quick update?
Hi. Going back to December, I think it was, we found out that we had to change our ISO webpage. So we've had a working, and back at that time I looked into NUS Digital, Union Cloud, amongst other things, and then we had a working group to try and decide which way forward we can go. It looks like we've probably decided on going for NUS Digital Cloud. It's not finalised yet on the details, but so that's been the main thing on the IT front. Liz have been giving me reports on service issues, which hopefully when we get the new site up, we'll be able to post on there and have links to back and forth between ourselves and this. I've also been asked to sit on a working group for self-service passwords, which, if it makes it easier for students to change all their passwords at the same time. I don't know all the details about it yet because I haven't got those yet, but it may make things easier for students to change their passwords because the date of birth password that a lot of students are still using is not very appropriate, really. Other IT issues, I haven't had many brought to me. Obviously there will be some outages, but this seems to be keeping us informed about what's going on quite well. That's it. I don't really have a lot more to say on that.
Thank you, George. Does anybody have any quick questions or comments for George on any IT issues?
I have a quick question. This is possibly me coming into this without knowing any details of it, and it's probably already all thought of. The change of the website to the new host, how much involvement will there be from students in designing and developing that site? Is it something that the IT students can be involved in, or is it all going to be outsourced to an organisation, a company to do?
Well, we'll be doing a lot of it ourselves, and hopefully the students themselves are going to put input to it as well. We'll get the basic structure from NUS Digital, but we're hoping a lot of it won't work unless we put a lot of input in ourselves as well. So, yeah, I'm hoping it. For speed-wise, the reason we haven't got students to create the whole thing, which would have been good, but time scales, it probably wouldn't. This is probably a better option for the moment.
Yeah, and just on the subject of the new site as well, one of the issues we've had as a society, the Sustainable Development Society, has been finding an appropriate place to host our web presence. At the moment, our main site is on Blackboard, which means alumni and people who are interested in our society who aren't current students and don't have Blackboard access struggle to get details from us. So we also have 2 separate Facebook accounts at the moment, which we put information on. We're planning on doing other ways of communicating with people through newsletters and things. Is there scope within the move to the new site to have some kind of presence for societies on there where we can have a section which we have some control over and can put information up easily without having to go through a central?
Yeah, yes, I do believe that is going to be possible. So, we're pretty sure that's going to be possible.
Great.
So if I can jump in there, as I think I've got a bit more information on NUS Digital in the recent thing that I received. There should be provision for that. George is correct. It's discussed that there will be parts of the website that will have separate admin permissions so that a club and society would be able to have their own page and not have to go through ISO to update and things like that, so they can manage it themselves, but it'd be hosted on the same platform. There was another point you made. Oh yeah, in terms of the student involvement in developing the website, We were looking into this, and there was a proposal for student-led development. But the issue is that we're not changing necessarily. Well, we want a new website. We're also changing out of necessity because the contract is going to be terminated. So therefore, in terms of, we want to do this as quickly as possible. So therefore, we're trying to keep the process as simple as possible and not too many people involved for expediency, and making sure that it gets up in time.
Fair enough.
And I mean, there'll also be scope for redevelopment later after it's been in place.
Yeah.
Future input into it. But the first launch of it will probably be mainly from input within the executive.
Okie dokie.